Oh, it looks like I was muted. So hey, everybody. Okay, that was a big boo boo right there. We'll get you started. Good thing this isn't the recording of the on demand. So don't worry, we'll have a much better version. So everybody, welcome back again to another lesson of the Focus on Storyblock course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator, and this time I know you can hear me. Like always, get a hold of me, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Send me questions, comments, anything you like. Today, my guest presenter is Arisa Fukuzaki. She's a developer relations engineer at Storyblok, and she's going to show us how to integrate Shopify with Storyblok. And this is a very timely topic because considering the fact that we have Black Friday coming up, and we also have the holidays and all of these things, using Shopify and e-commerce it's a very timely topic. So I think you're in for a really good lesson today. But as always, you know how this works. I'm going to go ahead and tell you real quick about headlesscreator.com. Go to headlesscreator.com, get your free account. You'll be able to get the on-demand version of this lesson probably in about an hour after we're done with it. Not only that, you also have access to the entire Focus on Storyblock course, which has, as you can see, a lot of lessons in there. And you also have access to pretty much all the other courses, including the Content Modeling Weekly course, a bunch of other Focus on courses, and the Discover Headless Tech course, which has interviews and even more tutorials. So get your free account. One last thing I do want to tell you, which I just found out today, is we've been nominated for the Jamstack, and I'll go here, and I got to tell you, please go vote, because under awards here, and there's the URL, we've been nominated for the Community Creator Award, and there is the site. So please go vote. I really would appreciate your vote if you enjoy the content. There's the URL. You see it on the screen. But please go do that. And again, thank you so much for your support. Alrighty, so you know how this goes. This time I will not be muted, okay? It's the first time ever. I've been doing this for over a year, and thank goodness for Arisa. She's telling me this stuff, so I'm like, oh boy. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and restart the intro, because you know how this works, and we're gonna have a clean version for the on-demand, which has no marketing whatsoever. But I will see you in just 10 seconds. Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Storyblock course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, you can get a hold of me right there, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Send me an email with questions, comments, whatever you have. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Today, we have a very timely topic. It's about e-commerce, and specifically about integrating Shopify with Storyblok. And the presenter, she's back, Arisa Fukuzaki. She's a developer relations engineer at Storyblok. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her in, and we'll start our chat. Arisa, welcome.
Hi, Marcelo. Thanks for having me back again.
Thank you, and thank you for saving me there at the beginning
This happens.
Yeah. And all of a sudden I'm like, what is she saying? I was muted. For those of you watching the on demand, which you didn't see the live, I was actually muted and speaking. So anyway, stuff happens all the time. Anyway, thank you for being back here. Appreciate it. You had you did another, what was it?
Yeah,
It was
lesson was about Gatsby cloud hosting.
Yeah, right.
To deploy Storyblok project into the Gatsby cloud hosting.
Right.
So,
And today we're going to be talking about integration with Shopify, and then you have another one coming up on localizing, right?
localization, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So really good topics. So real quick, you're a developer, you're in DevRel. But for those people that want to get into development and have no experience, and specifically they want to develop for headless CMSs, regardless of which one, what is your recommendation? What are some of the some knowledge they need to have?
Well, I would say if you want to study from a scratch to be able to build a full headless web application, etc., then first of all, you need to have a fundamental of the front end. So starting from something HTML, CSS, and then you can connect these knowledges to the learning the JavaScript. And then after that, there is the React library you can study. And after that, then you will be able to start to exploring some of the headless CMSs out there. And if you have more time, then I would recommend you to invest your time and study a little bit more about the major frameworks we have, such as Gatsby, Next.js, Next, etc., so that you will be able to enjoy the full experience building headless.
And touch upon a little bit real quick the difference between just React and a framework. What's the difference between them? Why do you want to learn React and then pick a framework?
So it's really good question. The thing is, for the front end frameworks and the libraries, all of them are based on, of course, the language itself, JavaScript, and the frameworks are always based on the libraries. So the thing is, it's starting from the JavaScript language itself, and the next step is React, which is one of the library. But of course, we also have Vue.js as well. So you choose one of it, and depends on what you choose, then the next destination to choose the frameworks would be different. So if you are going to start from the final destination, which is the frameworks, it's going to be difficult because it's going to require you to understand the fundamental of the steps before and the before. So that's why, yeah.
And the big thing is React is more of a front-end library where the framework provides the whole routing and a whole bunch of other stuff, right, as a framework. That's why you want to pick something. Yeah.
Of course, you can build projects with React or Vue.js as well, but there are a lot of benefits from frameworks that you can get. For example, like Gatsby just recently, a few days ago, launched the V4 beta so that you can have not just the server-side generations, you also can have the SSR also. I think that was DSR. If I'm wrong, sorry for that, but it's quite new information, so you can check it out, the Gatsby's website too. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yep, definitely. Cool. All right, very cool. So I know last time we talked a little about movies, right? I think So today I was thinking food is my second love after movies.
Me too.
Is it? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
That's why we get along.
Yeah.
So tell me your favorite dish. What is it?
I cannot choose just one, so I'm gonna tell my favorite food from my home country and Germany, because that's where I'm located right now. So from Germany, I love white sausage. It's called Weisswurst. It's famous in Munich area. So basically, if you go to the restaurant for breakfast, that's what you should get because it's super tasty with nice herbs in it. And my favorite food from back in home, I'm from Hiroshima. So we have our own style of it's called okonomiyaki. It's quite complicated Japanese, so I try to explain. So basically we have the fried noodles on the fundamental, then we cut a bunch of cabbages in there, and on top of it, there is a nice kind of omelette layer, and we will put the special sauce to eat. You eat on the how do I say, like on the barbecue grill pan. So you can eat you can eat hot until the last bite you get. Yeah.
Well, while you're presenting, I'm actually going to leave and go eat something now because you made me very hungry here. Now, I can't try that dish because I'm a vegetarian, so I can't have that dish.
Yeah,
so,
right.
But I could probably have everything minus the meat portion. So I'm a big shabu shabu person. I love hot pot and shabu shabu here. We have lots of that. Yeah,
I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, sounds good. People didn't come here for a cooking show or talking about food, so I'm gonna go ahead and show your screen. And I'm going to let you get started. As always, if you have any questions, please type them in the chat, and I will ask Arisa. Arisa, if I have questions, I'll jump in. But otherwise, it's all yours.
All right, so my talk today is about unlocking the power of the headless e-commerce with Shopify and Gatsby.js. And I can start to talk about the relevant sources for this lesson. So first of all, I'm going to use a starter from Gatsby they have two Shopify starters, but one of it is called the Gatsby Starter Shopify. So that's what I'm going to use. And what they offer is basically, I try to give you the final results, how it's going to look and what we're going to build today. And of course, the UI will look a little bit different. But this is what we are going to basically try to aim to create. So if I want to add some of the items, it should be able to add, remove item, also see some of the categories pages too. So yeah, that's what we are going to aim to build today. And yeah, like I said, here's the starter page from the Gatsby. So if you want to use this starter, there's the command you can run, npx gatsby new, and the rest of the commands is following. So after that, then we will be able to take a look at the source code from the starter. But before that, let me finish to introduce you the relevant sources, like I promised. So at Storyblok, we have some of the relevant sources to set up your e-commerce field type plugin. So first of all, before installing the e-commerce plugin, this is what you want to do, storefront setup. So basically here we're explaining about how you can lay out the components in your space. So that's what you can do in the beginning. And after that, you can move on to set up in Shopify's dashboard. So in this source, you will be able to see that the detailed explanation with the screenshots. I'm not going to cover too much details about these two sources because those are the information that you can do in your